channel on YouTube got like 2 million subscribers.
Really?
I have on Twitter, I have 12 million people following me.
Damn.
It's a lot, man.
That's a lot.
12 million people following me. My Brazilian Instagram, I got like 1.5 million people. People are very active in social media in Brazil.
That's good.
It's something that is from our nature to connect with people in Brazil. So that's why social media got huge. And it was like an alternative for the traditional media.
What is this? The most
from a couple years
influential
ago.
person on Twitter. Look at you, motherfucker.
I got a story on the New York Times.
That's crazy. New York Times Magazine saying you're the most influential person on Twitter. That's incredible. Now, why are they saying you're the most influential? What were you doing that was influencing people?
I have no idea, my friend. I was surprised. One day I woke up and there was a story on the New York Times saying that I was the most influential profile on Twitter. And in second place, the Dalai Lama.
What?
Take this one, Dalai Lama. Obama in third. Who are you, Obama?
Hilarious.
I was the first one. So they did like a huge story about me.
Wow. That's incredible.
It was, man. Twitter was something huge in Brazil.
What is the difference between the way people use Twitter in Brazil and in America? Is there a difference?
No, for me, I just use Twitter for jokes. That's what I did for quite some time. It was Twitter lost a lot of his strength in Brazil because people like to connect in Brazil. So Facebook is huge and Instagram is huge. So you have your family over there. You have everything. You have your people. But if you're talking, if you're just like, Twitter feels like you're screaming and someone is going to listen. Right. It's not like on Facebook that people follows you and then if he likes you, your post is going to be like in the top of his page. Twitter is just something that is there. So it lost a lot of power in Brazil. But one thing that is happening right now is our new president. And we have a new president now that is a right-wing guy. He was just elected and he got stabbed. He was like...
when did he get stabbed?
Yeah, it was like 2 months ago.
Really?
During the process of the election.
Holy shit.
He got stabbed in the gut.
Whoa.
Yeah. Did you see that? That was crazy. Yeah?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. And he's like and he won the election. And he's trying to do with Twitter what Trump did. Well, he's doing it here, like run, instead of going to press conferences and everything, he just go on Twitter and say what he wants.
Wow. Yeah, Twitter is unique in the way people just use it to insult people and get angry. It's so angry. Like if you didn't know anything about people and you just looked on Twitter and you just like saw how you're like, well, people must be fighting in the streets. It must be just a bloodbath out there. If you really thought that people interacted in the real world the way they do on Twitter, you would think that everywhere is just weapons and clubs and beating the shit, running people over with cars and wishing everyone dies.
But I think, man, there's a difference, and I think we have to acknowledge that. There's a difference between your behavior on the web and outside of the web.
For sure, yeah.
And sometimes you don't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, the world is boring everybody, it's sensitive and everything else. If you go outside, it's not that much.
It's the same.
It's the same. It was always.
It's a distorted lens that you could see humans through. It's not how people really are. And it's not a healthy way to communicate because you don't worry about what the person thinks about what you're saying. You're saying things that you don't necessarily even really mean because you're trying to be inflammatory, you know.
To get some attention.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of it. A lot of it is just screaming for attention and insulting people. And then you look at people's pages. That's the most disturbing thing to me. When someone says something shitty to me, I'll go to their page and I see they're just saying shitty things all day long. Like, what kind of life is this, man? It's a fucking terrible life.
What I'm doing right now, I have this series that I do on Instagram where I get like the guy cursing me or saying some shit about me, and I just show his face. And it's enough, and it's funny because it's funny to see who hates me.
Right.
Then I call this the people who hates me, and then I put what he wrote, and then only his face,
right,
his thumbnail. It's enough for you to see. Oh, that's fucking. You don't have to take things too serious because if you take a look of their lives, you can see why they are so mad.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of anger, and most of them have private accounts. Like you can't look at their pictures. They're hiding.
Yeah.
They're hiding who they are. They just talk shit in the comments.
That should end, bro.
Yeah, that's weak shit.
Fuck, just end that
weak.
shit.
It's so weak.
No,
You're giving people a chance to like throw blind shots.
Of course, man. That's crazy. I think that the being anonymous on the web it's a good thing because it allows you to be free at the same time.
Yeah. It's good for whistleblowers, for people like reporting crimes, reporting corruption.
Well, of course.
Like that. For that, it's critical.
That is a way to do it, and don't expose yourself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it creates that. But it's it's the sign of the new era, bro.
Yeah, it's just a new thing that we all have to navigate. It's just a new thing, and it's like we were talking about earlier with social media being so recent in human history. There's never been anything where you could just talk to the whole world and do it from your phone while you're sitting at a red light. You could say something. There's a story about this woman. What was her name? Justine Sacco? Was that the woman's name?
Who said something racist and went to a plane?
Yes.
I saw that. Yeah.
She said, I'm going to Africa. Hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding. I'm white. LOL. So she was fucked up on Ambien. And she was, or Xanax or Ambien, I forget what it was. She was on some sort of psych medication, and something that affects your brain, and drank too. She had a couple of drinks. Just thought she was being funny. And then wakes up 16 hours later in Africa and her life is over.
That's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. And it was just one of those days where there was like a slow news cycle and people just jumped on that tweet. And the thing about it too is that they don't want you to recover from something like that. They want that's you for the rest of your life.
That's what I felt.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. I'm the baby fucker. I am. Yeah. So everything that I say right now is like, wasn't you like fucking babies and all? I never fucked a baby. Never. I don't think they're attractive. I don't feel attracted at all.